What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys could drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Scorpio. But before we get on into it, everybody, I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome into the brand new year of 2023. Hope you are all excited. I hope you guys had yourselves a fantastic time with however you spent your New Year's. And with that being said, let's get on into it and let's see what's going on. So we're going to hop on in now into our Scorpio, and we'll see what we got going on here for your next 24 hours. So what do we got going on here for the Scorpio, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Julia says, hey, Aunt, happy first daily of the new year. Happy first daily of the new year indeed. Glad to be here with everybody. Hope you guys are excited. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on for the Scorpio gang? Scorpio, overall energy here for you is going to be the moon in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Pisces for some of you. Having a look here at your current energy, we got the Four of Swords in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Three of Cups, and then looking at the outcome for Scorpio is going to be the King of Swords. So Scorpios, let's see what we got going on here, baby. Starting out here, with your overall energy, we do begin the reading here with the moon in reverse to the current energy, Four of Swords in the reverse position. As far as what I'm seeing for Scorpios, I definitely feel like moving in your next 24 hours, you're kind of in a place right now where you're not really interested in being emotionally available. I think that right now you kind of want to take a step back from someone, or you want to pull back from someone specifically. But I feel like the reasoning why is because you kind of feel like people are closing in on you. And this tends to happen a lot to people when a lot of people are kind of on you about what's wrong, what's going on, how are you feeling, I feel like something's wrong with you. When you feel like there's kind of like a lot of people closing in on you, asking you about what you're experiencing or about what you're dealing with emotionally, it can make you kind of want to back off from everybody because you can feel incredibly overwhelmed in that moment in time. So looking at the outcome here for Scorpios being the King of Swords, I feel like the King of Swords here right now is you kind of, laying down the law a little bit and trying to tell people, listen, I understand that you feel like you want to talk to me, and I understand that you want to know what's wrong, but I need some space right now. So I kind of feel like you're putting up a little bit of a defense or a little bit of a barrier because you kind of feel like there's too much happening all at once, and you just need a breather. Scorpio, you need some breathing room here hopping on into your next 24 hours. I know for me personally, if I'm not really in a great space and everybody's asking me what's wrong 24/7, I kind of shrivel up and I'm like, okay, I want to go back in my crab shell and deal with my own problems because I don't need everybody else trying to deal with mine. I get how that feels. Maybe it's a water sign thing, maybe not, but for your next 24 hours, I kind of get that vibe here for you, Scorps, where everybody's like, what's wrong? I feel like there's something happening with you. I feel like there's something going on emotionally. And of course, these are people that love and care about you. But when you feel very overwhelmed with emotion, it's not that easy to just automatically open up and communicate. So I do feel for your next 24 hours, you're going to be taking a step back here and kind of like letting people know, listen, I'll talk to you when I feel like I'm ready to. I kind of just need some space. I need a breather here moving into the next 24. And you know what, Scorpio? I don't blame you, okay? If you need that breathing room, if you need that time to kind of process what you got going on first before you talk to other people, take all the freaking time you need, man, all right? All right, Scorpios, let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. But Scorpio, nonetheless, thank you for tuning in. It is gratefully appreciated. So we started out here with the water signs. Give me one sec, guys. I just got to fix something on my live stream before we continue. 1 second, y'all. Good. Okay, cool. Just had to make sure that that's working, and we are good. So we start out here right now with the water signs. Let's just go ahead and do water, fire, air, earth, jumping on into the fire. Let's go ahead and have a look here at Team Aries. All right, so what do we got going on here for the Aries, babe? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aries, let's see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's popping here for the Ram fam. Messages for Aries in the next 24 hours. Aries, overall energy here for you is going to be the Justice in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Libra for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the World in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Five of Pentacles. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. So Aries, setting foot here into your next 24 hours. Let's see what's going on here for you. Justice card in the reverse here all the way to the World in reverse. Right off the bat, I kind of feel like you're going through some sort of cycle, I think, that's not finished. When you see the World in reverse, it usually represents unfinished business. And with the Justice in reverse showing up here for you, I think that it's kind of hard for you to feel balanced until a situation is addressed and taken care of. So let's say, for example, right now, you're kind of in a weird spot with somebody. Maybe you and somebody, the status of your relationship is up in the air, and it's like, that thing is gnawing at you, it's nagging you, it's bugging you, and it's like until that issue's resolved, you're not going to feel balanced, you're not going to feel like you're in that normal energy you're naturally in, you know? So I kind of get that feeling where it's like something needs to be resolved first until you can feel like you're balanced. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with the Five of Pentacles. It's hard though for a situation to get resolved when the other party doesn't seem to be present. So I do feel like this is one of those things where maybe you're trying to fix a problem or an issue, or you're looking for conflict resolution, and then the person you're dealing with is ignoring you, or they're choosing to not be around. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like you're looking for relief, you're itching for relief, but it's hard to just drop automatically what you're feeling because right now things are still up in the air and they're not resolved. So for Aries in the next 24 hours, I kind of get that feeling where it's like, I don't know, this situation's going to keep bugging me until it's resolved and until it's fixed. Now do keep in mind, it could be about anything. It could be about a friend, family member, lover. It could be about, you know, your current romantic relationship, your friendship, whatever the case might be up in the air right now. And until that gets resolved, it's like you're not going to feel balanced because that's going to be the one thing that's bugging you and bothering you. So here's my best advice for situations like this. Do your part. Do what you can do, right, Aries? If you reach out, you tell this person how you feel, you tell this person that you're interested in fixing things, that's your part. You can only do what you can do. If the rest is up to somebody else, put it in their hands. You know, if you can't change how other people behave or how other people choose to interact or what other people, you know, decide to do in general, do what you can do. Put the rest in the other person's hands and leave it up at that, because the more that you try to hope that they'll come back and resolve the situation with you, the more that you kind of hope that they take action, the more that you're doing is stressing yourself out. At the end of the day, you only can do what it is you can do. And if you keep on trying to, you know, go beyond that, you're going to stress yourself to the max. I know it sucks. For me personally, I feel this way. Like if I get into a kerfuffle with somebody and we're not talking or our relationship's up in the air, I feel weird until it's resolved. That tends to be on my mind as well. So I've definitely been in situations like this before, but what I had to realize is that I need to do what I can that's within my control. Everything else I have to leave up to the other person. So put the ball in the other person's court and leave it be. And you know what? If things get resolved, fantastic. And if they don't, I think that silence can definitely speak as an answer sometimes. You know, if this individual doesn't end up coming back trying to resolve things with you, that silence can be taken as an answer too. And hopefully it could provide the clarity that you're looking for. But in the meantime, right now for you, Aries, Eight of Swords reversed, I think that you're trying to do everything you can to kind of ignore the situation, but it's bugging you. Just remember, do what you can and put the rest, basically put the ball in the other person's court. All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So that's what we got here for the Aries. So we did our water and we did our fire. We're going to jump on into our air signs now. We're going to have a look here at the Gemini. So let's see what's going on with you, baby. Message is here for Team Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? By the way, for the 103 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you're having yourselves a fantastic Monday. What do we got going on here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini. Gemini, give me 1 second. We had a card fly on into the floor, so hold on 1 sec, Gems. And what actually fell down? The Magician fell down. Okay, you could be dealing with a Virgo possibly, but regardless, let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle and we'll see what's going on. I almost forgot to say hello to our host. Hello, Aunt. How's it going, Mimi? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. How are you? All right, Team Gemini, we're going to go ahead and shuffle up and we'll see what we got. Gemini, overall energy here for you is going to be the Knight of Cups in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here Three of Swords. We'll see what this is about soon. What you're dealing with, we have here the Empress. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the 10 of Cups. Okay, so Gemini, coming into your next 24 hours, let's see what's going on with you. Knight of Cups in reverse here to the Three of Swords. I feel like, actually, this feels like good news to me. Good. You're done kind of moving your emotions here into some sort of pain. Or it's about saying like, I'm done kind of feeding this pain that I've been dealing with. Like, I'm ready to let this pain go. I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to let it go. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, the Empress. The Empress is the card of growth. It's kind of like this pain that you used to deal with isn't affecting you as much anymore because you're noticing that you're starting to outgrow it. I like that, Gemini, so it's good, okay? At first, I was like, oh, shit, we got a Three of Swords, but looking into it, it's genuinely good. So you're starting to notice that you're outgrowing certain pain, all right? Now, whatever this pain is, whether it was heartbreak, whether it was something that happened in a friendship or some relationship in your life, or whether it was your own personal shit that you've gone through, it's like, yeah, I'm starting to outgrow it. It's not bugging me or bothering me in the way that it used to. And looking at the outcome here for you being the 10 of Cups, I think you can genuinely say that you're super ecstatic about this. I think you're starting to become really happy here as you're starting to notice that something doesn't hurt as much as it used to, because it means that you're moving on. It means that you're healing, and you're starting to see the healing process actually begin. You know, a lot of people wake up one day and realize that they've healed, but not a lot of people actually start to realize when they started healing. So the fact that you're going to become aware of this in the next 24 hours, I do feel is going to bring a lot of joy here for you, to be completely honest. I think that you're going to be very joyful. It's like, holy shit, it's happening. It's working. Like, I thought I was never going to heal from whatever the situation was, but I'm now starting to actually see it happen right in front of my very eyes. So it's great to see that. And you know, a lot of people often feel when they're in a bad place or when they're in a painful place in their life that it's never going to change and that you're going to be in that place forever. But the truth is that healing happens no matter what. You know, we might try to avoid it, but you can't. Healing inevitably will happen for everybody depending on whatever situation they have and whatever situation is going on. So in reference to what we have here for you, Gemini, your next 24 hours, you're going to start to see your healing. You're going to start to see your growth. And I think that, like I mentioned here, 10 of Cups jumping in here for the outcome, you're going to be incredibly happy about it too. So I like it for you, Gemini. Really positive message, really good reading. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's appreciated. And I hope you guys continue to enjoy the rest of your day. All right. So we did our air, we did our water, and we did our fire. Hopping on into the earth side now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Virgo gang. What do we got going on here, baby? Messages here for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac signs of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Up, doorway to fandom. You got your wish. There you go. You manifested it, baby. What do we got showing up here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Virgo, let's see what's up here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Overall energy for you is going to be the 7 of Pentacles. So you could be connecting here potentially with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at your current energy, we got here the Ace of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with, we have here the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And then the outcome for Virgo peeps is going to be the Page of Swords in the reverse position. Okay, Virgo, let's see what we got going on. So we start out here with the 7 of Pentacles all the way to the Ace of Swords in the reverse. What I could say here for you is that you've been pretty patient, but I think that patience isn't going to cut it anymore for how long you've been waiting. You know, there's a difference between being patient and, you know, kind of like within a reasonable time. But then there's a time to say, okay, I've waited too long. And I think that that's what you're getting at here, Virgo. So I feel like you've been waiting too long for something. Ace of Swords reversed is kind of like, hey, I'm starting to not have faith in this that much anymore. I'm starting to not really believe in what I'm waiting on. So I'm going to go ahead and detach, you know, having a look at what what you're dealing with here, 10 of Pentacles reversed, the more you've been waiting on a situation that you needed assistance in, it's like the more I've been waiting and not taking action, the worse my situations become. So now is the time for me to take action. For example, I'm not saying this is your example, Virgo, but this would just be an example of what I mean. Let's say you're a Virgo who's needed more attention in your finances, right? Maybe you've been noticing I need more financial stability. Maybe it's been a little rough around finances lately, and you've had this friend who's promised you that they're going to get you this good job, you know? So you've been waiting for this good job. You're like, I believe my friend, I trust in my friend. They said they're going to get me this good job. It's really going to help me out financially. So you've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Let's say so many months have passed by, and you're getting to that point where your financial stability is weakening, and it's getting to that point where it's like, I'm going to need a job soon. And I've been waiting for so long, trusting this person, trusting this friend that they would help me out, but nothing's come of it. So you know what? I'm done waiting. I got to go ahead and take action. I got to be the one right now to solve my financial situation because somebody else isn't going to do it for me. So what I have to do is I have to stop waiting and looking at someone else, and I have to take a step back now and look at me and see what it is I can do going forward. Now, like I mentioned, that example was just an example. It could be a situation for some of you, but I feel like what's happened here is you've waited on somebody else to help out in some situation in your life for such a long time. And I think that maybe at first they genuinely wanted to, but they got caught up with life. And you're starting to see that. And you're like, you know what? Nobody's going to fix this situation better than I can, because nobody's going to give it the direct attention it needs and the immediate attention it needs more than I will. So with that being said, I got to take action right now and take the focus off of waiting for somebody else and be the one to get shit done. And I love that here for you, Virgo. I really do. Abso-freaking-lutely. So you're really taking everything into your own hands. And, you know, when you're the one taking care of what you feel is important, you know, you're going to make sure you get it done, because to you, it's the most important thing. It's on the top of your priority list, right? So of course, take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but absolutely love that here for you, man, for sure. I think it's a really good message, you know? And I don't think there's an issue, by the way, guys, in waiting on other people if they say they're going to offer to help. I don't think there's an issue in that, but I think there's a fine line between reasonably waiting and then realizing, okay, something has to happen right now and I can't wait on this person no more, okay? All right, Virgo. Like it for you, though. I like you taking the action into your own hands, and I think it's definitely going to work out here for you. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for tuning in nonetheless, all right? All right, Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for the daily reading here today. We're going to jump right back on into our water, and we're gonna have a look here at the Cancer gang. What's going on here for the Cancer, baby? What's showing up here for Team Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? Cancer, you're coming in very quick. Let's get one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Cancer, if I can pick up your cards. 1 second, Cancer. Cancer, overall energy here for you is going to be the Two of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taking a look here at your current energy, we have here the Nine of Wands, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Hierophant, and then the outcome for you, Cancerian, is going to be the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position. So coming on into your next 24 hours, Cancer, Two of Cups here, Nine of Wands in the upright position. Kind of feels to me like you're nervous about something, or you're holding back from telling somebody something that you're connected to. What is it though, Cancer, that you're holding back about? Give me a second, Cancer, to get a little bit more of a clearer picture. Clarify the Nine of Wands for me. What is this Nine of Wands representing for Cancer in the next 24 hours? And we have here the Five of Wands in the reverse position. Okay. So Cancer, regarding your situation here, I definitely feel like this is about you and somebody you're heavily connected to. That's typically what the Two of Cups represents. But I think that with the Nine of Wands showing up here for you, that's a card of usually holding back. I feel like what's happening here, Cancer, is you want to tell somebody that you want to end some of the conflict occurring between you and this person because you view this person as an incredibly important individual. I feel like there's somebody here you value, and you wish to tell them that you want to move forward in a positive direction, but it does feel like things could be a little bit rough rough around the edges with you and somebody you're connected to. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, we do have the Hierophant, so this could be somebody you're married to. If it's not somebody you're married to, it very well likely could just mean it's somebody that you're very devoted to and that you love and care about. And looking at the outcome here being the Four of Pentacles reversed, Four of Pentacles reversed is about you want to drop and let everything go. So Cancer, I feel like you could be in a bit of a kerfuffle right now with you and somebody you love, just in a bit of an odd or weird space. I think that you want things to be more positive, happy dappy, and loving, and you want to convey that to your person, but it's kind of like the vibes you're feeling from your person here are almost as if they don't want to fix things or that they want space. So here's what you guys are doing. It's like, okay, maybe I'm going to give them that space, because looking at the outcome being the Four of Pentacles reversed, you're like, maybe I should drop this entirely and continue to keep to myself. So I think this whole reading is about somebody that you are devoted to, somebody that you very much so do love and care for. You want to be on better terms with them, but you're nervous to reach out because you're not sure how they're going to respond. Here's the thing. It don't matter how they appear or how they seem. The truth is you're never going to know how they feel unless you actually ask. I think that, especially with Mercury being in retrograde right now, you have no idea, right? With Mercury being in retrograde, anything could be easily perceived as different than what it actually is. So Cancers, if you love somebody and you care about them and you've been feeling these weird vibes and maybe you're getting a weird vibe from them, why don't you just reach out? Why don't you tell them how you feel? Why don't you tell them exactly what you feel is going on and have that conversation? Because if you allow yourself to genuinely communicate, you're always going to get the answer you're looking for, right? Maybe not the answer you're looking for, but you're always going to get the truth if you ask and reach out to somebody. So it's better than speculating, is what I would say. All right. So with that all being said, Cancer, don't speculate in the next 24 hours. Reach out to this person. If you feel like something's off, ask them, hey, is something off? If you feel like they did something wrong, be like, hey, or if you feel like they think you did something wrong, be like, hey, did I do something wrong? It's better to reach out than to hold back, because the more you hold back, you're just going to overthink about a million different scenarios that you may or may not even know if they're true. Okay. So that would be my advice here for you, Cancer. And especially, like I mentioned, at a time where Mercury's in retrograde and things can be perceived way differently than what they are, it would be better to get that, true clarification is the best way that I would put it. Okay. All right, though, Cancer. With that being said, of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And by the way, guys, as well, with Mercury in retrograde, hopefully you guys are getting the messages nice and clearly. I know that sometimes for me personally, Mercury retrograde can make messages come out a little bit wonky. So, hopefully they resonate to you. Hopefully they make sense is essentially what I'm trying to say. All right. So regardless, we finished up our water, hopping back on into our fire signs, though. Let's go ahead and have a look here at Team Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with you, baby. What do we got going on here for the Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? All right, Team Saggy, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles over here, and then we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. All right, let's take a look here for you. Sagittarius, overall energy here is going to be the Two of Swords in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Star, which is Aquarius energy. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here the Judgment in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, Sagittarius, coming on into your next 24 hours, you could be connecting here with a Scorpio or potentially an Aquarius. For Sagittarians here, I feel that Two of Swords reversed to the Star card, you're pretty much in a space where you've made a final decision that this is the direction you want to be involved in. Star card is kind of all about your alignments or where you choose to be aligned to, so it talks about your direction of where you're going. So you're making a final choice. I think you're figuring out exactly what direction you want to take in life. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, Judgment in reverse. Chances are, though, with the direction you're deciding to take here, Sagittarius, you might be aware that there could be judgment that comes along with it. Potentially judgment from other people, potentially like you're taking your own path, but you know that maybe other people might have some opinions about it. That doesn't necessarily make you happy, but with that being said, it's like, screw their opinions, because right now Judgment in the reverse is I'm not allowing anybody else's opinions to interfere with what it is I'm choosing to do. And now looking at the outcome here being the Eight of Wands in reverse, I also feel here as well that for most Sagittarians, this is probably going to be, I'm doing my own thing, but I'm also not going to talk about necessarily what it is I'm doing, because I don't need the people who have bad opinions or negative opinions about what I choose to do to have any sort of idea of what's going on with me. So you're moving a low key around people who potentially talk shit, Sag, or you're moving low key around people who have a negative thing to say about what you're choosing to do. So you're still doing what you're doing. You're still on your path here right now, Sag, but you're not letting other individuals know exactly what you got going on that may potentially have some sort of negative opinions about it. So move low key. I tell people this all the time. I think it's incredibly important in life to do what you want to do. And if you know that there are people that may not be proud about it or happy about it, they don't need to know your business. I tend to live my life in a way where I don't tell a lot of people what I got going on or what my business is, because at the end of the day, I don't need other people's opinions, because people have a tendency to just insert their opinions in almost everything. And with that being said, I don't want to hear it. So that's why I keep shit to myself. And you're also usually a lot more happier the more you keep shit to yourself, because sometimes it's a little hard to see the people that can have a smile, but but right behind that smile is them not necessarily being happy for you. Point blank, period. So do keep in mind, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But that's what I feel here for many of you. So of course, if it resonates, cool. If not, no worries, all right? So do your thing. Move low key, move in your direction, and don't worry about the opinions of other people. But of course, by moving low key, you shouldn't really have to worry that much about it anyways, all right? All right, baby. So we finished up our Sagittarius peeps. We're going to go ahead now and move on into our air signs, and we're going to have a look here at the Libra. So let's see what's going on here for the Libra, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, for the 180 people in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Libra, you did have a Knight of Pentacles in reverse come out. That card represents kind of putting a situation to a stop. So for some Libras, it might be time to stop something or to kind of walk away from something if that ends up resonating to you in some sort of way. So of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But getting this last shuffle, let's see what's in store here for you. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Three of Cups. Okay, you could be connecting here with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, look, it came out. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we have here the Two of Cups. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. So looking at your next 24 hours right now, Libra, Three of Cups here to the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I kind of still get that vibe of needing to take something slower. Originally, the Knight of Pentacles came out in the pre-shuffle. It was in the reverse, and it said that you need to stop something or put something to a halt. Maybe what it actually means is you need to slow down a little bit more right now, because the more that you slow down things in life, the more you're going to enjoy what it is you're doing. Chances are you're being told to stop rushing a situation or to stop going too quickly in something in your life. For many of you, it could be love, because you got here the Two of Cups. So if it is love and romance, it's like slow down a little bit, enjoy your partner, don't rush. I definitely feel like it could be a good time to kind of relax a little bit more and enjoy the journey. And with the outcome here being the Six of Pentacles in reverse, I definitely feel like Six of Pentacles reversed here too is trying to say it's like the more you would rush, the more out of balance you would feel, but the more slow and with the flow that you go, the more imbalanced or the more balanced you would feel as a person. So yeah, and I definitely see that especially in love, because when you do rush in relationships, sometimes it can make those relationships not feel as grounded because you haven't taken the time to really get to know the person. And if you do slow down and really take a lot of time to get to know the person, you usually feel more balanced and more comfortable with them because of all the investment you've had and because you didn't rush. So what I would say here for Libras is that if you're in a space here right now where you've noticed that something's going a little too quickly in your life, and you've noticed that maybe it started to create this weird feeling or it started to create unbalanced energies, the solution to that would probably be to slow down. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this fits into your life, whether it's about love, whether it's about work, whether it's about a personal journey, but I think that you would enjoy yourself a lot more and feel more comfortable with somebody or something if you were to just take things a little bit more slowly rather than, kind of advancing rather quickly, okay? So, of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but that seems to be the gist of things, okay? All right, cool. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but there ain't nothing wrong with slowing down. Slowing down and going with the flow is a lot more fun than going really, really quickly, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our air signs. So we did our air, we did our water, we did our fire. Jumping on in back on into the earth signs over here. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Capricorn and see what is up. So what do we got going on here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Capricorn, one more shuffle here for you, and then we shall see what is up. Cappy, overall energy here for you is going to be the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a fixed zodiac like an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or possibly a Leo. Having a look here into your current situation, Page of Pentacles in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with, the Hierophant card, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Tower. All right, so Capricorn, you got 3 major arcanas jumping up over here. Let's see what's up. You definitely could be dealing with a Taurus and Scorpio, by the way, even though I mentioned the other signs, the other fixed signs, these two are highlighted for sure. So Capricorn's Wheel of Fortune reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed. When you see the Wheel of Fortune reversed, it usually represents that something here isn't changing, but I also feel like you're done trying to get it to change, if that makes sense, Capricorn. So something's not changing, but you're tired of trying to get it to change. You know, you can only be devoted so much is what I'm hearing, looking at what you're dealing with here being the Hierophant card. Hierophant here says you can only be devoted so much, right? So you've really done everything you could to try to change either an outcome of a situation. Maybe you've tried to change something for the better, but I think you're tired of seeing no results. I've been trying to change something, but I've only seen the same results, which has been nothing is happening or nothing is coming of it. So the best thing I can do is that if something is out of my control or out of my power to be able to change, then I should probably release it and let it go. And that's what the outcome's all about. You got here the Tower. Tower card is about letting the situation play out exactly how it needs to, because you're recognizing that you're not able to change it. And I think that that's the massive realization you're having. It's kind of like, if something's out of my control, if something's out of my power, I need to leave it to play out however it needs to. And we're going to experience and encounter tons and tons of situations like this in our life where it's like, okay, we kind of have to let it unfold how it does rather than trying to make it unfold a certain way, because not everything's within our power, you know? So I feel here for you, Capricorn, it's about taking a step back in your next 24 hours and recognizing, even though I want something to change, if it's just not changing, it's not changing. What can I do about it, right? And if I realize I can't do anything about it, why keep trying and stressing myself out over it? Instead, I'm leaving the situation up to the universe, or I'm letting it play out how it needs to. And I definitely really agree with that statement for sure, because like I said, we're all going to encounter many moments in our lives where we go to something like this, or where we go through, something like this, and we see events like this happen in our lives. And if it's out of our control, it's out of our control. The worst thing you're going to do is try to make it happen. And then you're going to stress yourself out over a period of time, and it overall just ain't worth it. So Capricorn, of course, do take it how it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But with that all being said, Cappy, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so we finished up our second batch of zodiac signs for today's daily reading, jumping back on into our last and final batch, and especially going back on into the water signs. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Pisces gang. What's going on here for the Pisces, baby? Messages here for Team Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Mimi says, Aunt, you were 100% accurate about the Cancer situation. Happy to be. I'm glad that it resonated with you. Michelle is saying, I feel like we can all determine our own fates with faith. Well, I'm a firm believer that we create our reality. So for me personally, what's interesting about the tarot, right? Sorry, Pisces, we're going to get into your reading, but this question sparked some thoughts for me, but we'll get into it in just a sec. What I do want to say, though, is that I am a firm believer that we create our own reality. We can determine our own fate. 100%. I don't believe that anything is predestined. Maybe some things are predestined. I don't know. But for me, I believe we have the power to like manifest our own lives. And what I find so interesting about the tarot is a lot of people sometimes are like, well, then how do you predict the future with these things? And the way that I see the tarot is that it's about predicting your current path. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm reading where you're at currently. And if you stay on that same path, the outcome will be X, Y, and Z. So the way that I view tarot is that you always have the ability to change your outcome, because where you're at currently can drastically change if you make a change off that course. If you get a divot out of that course that you're on and you make one simple change, your whole outcome is going to change as well. So that's what I find incredibly powerful about tarot, and that's what I find incredibly powerful in general about the fact that you create your own reality. So if you ever hear a reading, by the way, guys, that you don't like or that you're not happy about, but it starts to resonate to you, remember you have the power to change that outcome entirely. All right, though, jumping back on into it, let's have a look here at the Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, Pisces love. Thank you for tuning in, baby. How are you? All right, let's have a look here for you. Pisces, coming into your next 24 hours, overall energy here is going to be the Death in reverse. So you could be connecting with a Scorpio for some of you. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have here the 8 of Cups in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the 7 of Cups in reverse, and then the outcome here for you is going to be the Judgment in the reverse position. So Pisces, for your next 24 hours, let's talk about it. Death in the reverse here all the way to the 8 of Cups in reverse. I think right now you're noticing that something hasn't changed. So you're going back. It's almost like you're jumping back into something in order to change it. I don't know why, but that's how I'm feeling about it, Pisces. You're like, oh, this hasn't changed yet. Okay, well, let's jump back into it and make it happen. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, 7 of Cups in reverse. So it's almost like Pisces, 7 of Cups, right? You've done everything you could do. You've changed everything you've needed to change. But in the next 24 hours, it's like you stop and realize, wait, there's one thing left I still haven't changed. There's one thing left that I still haven't made in the image or the version of how I want to make it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and make that thing shift and change. Let's say, for example, everything in your life has been going fantastic. It's been going well, but you've noticed, wait, I still haven't changed this one thing. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and take a step back and do what I can to make it the way I want it to. So I don't know. It's a weird reading. At least I guess the way that I'm explaining it is weird. It's not a weird reading. The way that I'm trying to explain it to you guys is coming out pretty weird. But I feel like you've gone through the cycle of changing everything about yourself in your life in the way that you want it to. But then you're like, wait, there's still one more thing that needs to be changed. And as you realize this, you're ready to get to work. That's how it looks like to me, baby. Taking a look at the outcome here for you, Judgment in reverse. You're ready here to make a final decision, to make sure that you commit to it and that you commit to working on whatever this is in which you desire to change. All right. Like I said, I feel like I explained it so shittily, but of course with Mercury retrograde, it's hard to freaking communicate sometimes. But essentially you changed a lot of things in your life that you wanted to, but there's still one more thing. And it's like, oh wait, I got to go ahead and take care of that too. So you're getting to work, baby. Okay. All right, Pisces. Well, I like this motivational energy coming out of you. I do, for sure. I definitely feel like Pisces have kind of been in this motivational place recently where you've been kicking ass. You've been transforming a lot of the things in your life that you've wished to see change. And now you're in that space where it's like, wait, there's one more thing that has to change and I'm ready here to make it happen. All right, Pisces. I love it for you, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So very, very cool. Definitely like that energy for the Piscean. All right, so we finished up our water. We're going to jump on into the fire signs in just a sec, but real quick to answer Julia's question. Julia says, does Ant have a TikTok? So I have a TikTok, guys. I don't use it, but be careful because there's a really big scammer going around on TikTok impersonating me. Please remember, guys, on any social media, I'm never going to reach out to you and ask you for money. On any social media, I'm never going to reach out and ask to give you a reading. It's not going to happen. I will never come to you, okay? Coming in the future shortly, services will be back for me. I will be bringing services back. It's already in the works for everybody. They're not up and available yet, but services will get brought back to everybody. So I want to give you guys the fair warning now. When services are back, I'm going to tell you exactly how to go about it, exactly how to get services with me. So please make sure you follow the step-by-step directions and you avoid the people that are trying to impersonate me and take your money. Okay, the last thing that I want is any of you guys to get your money taken by people who are basically pretending to be me. It's not cool that they do that shit, and it sucks, and it angers me, it angers everybody, but you just got to be extra careful. So just know I'll never reach out to you, okay? And by the way, Julia, I'm not sure if you were just genuinely curious if I had a TikTok or if a scammer reached out to you, but lately I've been getting a lot of messages about that scammer on TikTok, so be careful, please, okay? All right, guys, so we finished up all the water, jumping on into the fire. Let's go ahead and have a look here now at the Leo. All right, baby, what do we got showing up here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Leo, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle over here, and then we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. What's going on here for the Lion Gang? Leo, overall energy is going to be the 7 of Pentacles. You could be connecting here with an earth sign for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Knight of Wands, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the 8 of Wands, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Page of Cups. So for Leos jumping into the next 24, let's have a look here. 7 of Pentacles here, Knight of Wands here. Yeah, I do feel right now you're making a new investment of some sorts. If it's not a new investment, I feel like you're speeding things up. Knight of Wands is a card sometimes that could represent a little bit of impatience, or it could represent that you want to move in a new direction really quickly. So I feel like you've been fairly patient for a while, but you're ready here to start to finally invest in someone or something. So looking at what you're dealing with here, 8 of Wands, you're taking action, outcome, Page of Cups. So yeah, this looks like love for the majority of Leos. If it's not love, I'm sorry. It could be something else, but it looks to me like you've been waiting for the longest time to let somebody know that you like them, to let somebody know that you're interested. And it's almost like in the next 24 hours, you're done. You're fed up of waiting. You're like, screw it. I'm just going to tell this person I like them, or I'm going to tell this person I want to be with them, and I'm ready here to make it happen. I feel like you're so tired of waiting. You're just getting inspired here to make something happen, whether it's about telling somebody you're romantically interested in them, whether it's about starting a business you thought of starting a while ago, whether it's about reaching out to a friend that you've wanted to say something to that friend for quite a long time. There's going to be this energy that nothing is holding you back in your next 24 hours, Leo. That's essentially what I'm seeing here for you, okay? It's like there is nothing that can hold me back here at this moment in time. I'm ready to go ahead and just do what I got to do. So yeah, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And I think that that's awesome. You know, it's a quick life, you know? I mean, our lives are very long in a way when we think about it, but also it could be a short life sometimes. And it's better to just say fuck it and do what you want to do, rather than waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect time. You know, I've learned in many moments in my life that there's no such thing as the perfect time or the perfect moment. Believe it or not, you know, we always have this tendency of thinking, oh, you know, telling this person I like them, it would be better on this day or that day, or, you know, starting this business will be better when I have more money, or whatever the case might be. We always kind of say like, it'll be better another time, but there's no time better than the present, you know, because if we don't do what we want to do in the present, then we're going to be in a period of time where we're always going to be delaying what we want. And that's the last thing you want to do. So with that all being said, that's what I got here for you, Leo. Of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all the fire. We did all the water, hopping on into the air signs now. We're going to have a look here at Aquarius and see what we got going on, baby. What do we got showing up here for Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aquarius, one more shuffle over here. And we'll see what we got going on. What's going on here for Team Aqua? Aquarius, overall energy here for you is going to be the 10 of Swords in reverse. So you could be dealing with a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look at your current energy, we got a 3 of Cups. Hello. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Lovers. Okay. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the 6 of Cups in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for the Aquarius gang. All right, Aqua, so as far as I'm seeing for you, 10 of Swords reversed automatically is one of those cards that represent that something is not yet over, okay? So 10 of Swords reversed being the overall energy, something is not yet over, something is still very much alive. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the 3 of Cups. With the 3 of Cups coming into play here for you, I do feel like this is the fact that you're happy with someone, and considering that you're not only just happy with someone, but you're heavily connected to someone too here with the Lovers, it looks to me like you're getting ready here to express that. With the outcome here being the 6 of Cups reversed, 6 of Cups reversed here is the representation that you have a long history with somebody, and you wouldn't want that history to come to an end, but instead, you'd rather put aside the bad stuff and embrace the good stuff going forward. So for you, Aquarius, it's almost like you're trying to tell somebody, hey, our relationship's not over yet. There's a lot of good moments we have. There's a lot of great things you and I have, and a lot of great memories we've already had, and great memories to come. And despite the fact that there might have been some hardships we've dealt with and some hardships that we've overcome, I would rather leave the bad memories in the past and carry on forward with our relationship and create even more wonderful memories going forward. I really feel like that's what it comes down to. Something is not yet over. You know, at the end of the day, we live in a reality of duality. There's good, there's bad, there's light, there's dark, there's happy moments, there's sad moments. And you know what? We're going to experience all of it because we're fucking human. right? This is what you're saying to your person. We're fucking human. We're going to experience it all. It's going to be good. It's going to be bad. It's going to be up. It's going to be down. But you know what? The foundation is that I love you. The Lover's card. And keep in mind, this does not just have to be romantic love. This could be a friend we're talking about here, you know? Maybe you've had a lot of ups and downs lately with your friend, and it's like, hey, our friendship isn't over. We have a lot of love, and that's what our foundation is. So with that being said, let's cast aside the bad shit. Let's let go of all the bad shit that happened between the two of us, and let's move forward and create some even better positive and amazing memories going forward, you know? And I love that for you. I really do. I think a lot of people sometimes, how do I say this? There can be a mountain of positive events and positive moments that can happen in a relationship in general, right? All it takes is one negative event to automatically discredit all the positive things that have occurred. Think about it from that perspective. Think about it for sure. You can have 1,000 people tell you you're beautiful. One person can say you're ugly, and you're still thinking about the person who called you ugly, even though 1,000 people said you're beautiful. You guys resonate with that, right? Only takes one negative thing to instantly flip somebody's mindset. And I think that that's what you're trying to show to your person here too, Aquarius. It's like, hey, like, you got to remember all the love we have. You got to remember all the positivity and the great moments and the beautiful moments we've had too. Sure, there might have been some negative ones, but that comes with everything in life. Because once again, we live in a reality of duality, you know? By the way, can one of the moderators please ban this Gabriel person who's saying a bunch of inappropriate stuff in the chat? So with that being said here for you, Aquarius, I think it's a good time right now to say that, you know, to let this person know that you care and to let them be reminded too. Like, I'm understanding that it can take one negative thing, right, to outweigh all the positive things that's ever happened. But we got to turn that around. We got to think of all the positive things that have happened, because in general here for you, all the positive things really do outweigh all the negatives, right? All right, Aquarius, I love it for you. I think that you and your person here are going to be okay. I don't think things are over. Ten of Swords in reverse. Things are not yet over between the two of you. I think everything's going to be fine. And I think that once you kind of re-enlighten this person at the fact that there's so many more good moments waiting ahead and there's so many good moments that have occurred, they'll come around here for sure. All right, Aqua, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our air, we did our water, and we did our fire. We're going to jump on into the last sign, which will be Taurus, in just a sec. I'm going to take a quick break here real fast. But by the way, for the 217 people in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, actually 222 people now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you've been having yourselves a wonderful day. All right. Just give me 1 second, everybody. Just want to double check something too. Okay. All right, so moving on forward here now into our Taurus. If I can find the button, there you go. Let's see what we got going on. What do we got showing up here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on? All right, my bull gang, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves 2 more shuffles over here, and then we'll see what we got here, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on for the bull gang? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Taurus, we're going to see what's in store here for you. Starting out here with the overall energy, we do begin this reading here with the 10 of Cups. All right, so 10 of Cups, you could be connecting here with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Devil, what it is you're dealing with, Taurus. We have here the Hermit, and then looking at the outcome for you, Taurian, is going to be the World in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for the bull gang. Taurus, 10 of Cups here to the Devil. Capricorn energy, by the way, Virgo energy as well. I want to say 10 of Cups to the Devil is like, you feel, the thing about the Devil is the Devil could represent a negative situation, but I feel like this is about you recognizing that something is a lot more positive than it seemed over time. Devil card could be a card that is a feeling of being tied and bound. It could be a card that represents a feeling of something that's toxic, but with the overall energy being the 10 of Cups,